If they're gonna cancel me, they're gonna cancel me. I don't care. Go ahead, do it. Why are we gonna talk about it? You know why. This is the Randy Savagery Show. It's about the love. It's about the passion. I'm trying to make it through life, but this shit is tough. Every day we meet a different
self, because it's I mean, I don't know, it's like music is kind of like a selfish thing, but also you want people to, like, you know, be able to relate to the things that you've gone through, or if anybody's ever experienced, you know what I mean, things that you you know, things that you've dealt with on a regular basis, some or abnormalities like in your life, or like stress, or things that have really like hurt you, you know, like you want people to feel like, you know, they're not the only people that have experienced that type of thing, because there's a lot of fucked up shit that can happen to people, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Like,
what's up? Is it on? Does it work? Can you start the cameras?
Yeah, but I can't hear you.
Ah, damn.
Why can't I hear? I started the cameras, bro.
Are you sure?
Yeah, why can't I hear you?
Because I can't tell. I was I don't know, my friend.
Oh, now I can.
Can you?
Thank God.
All right, so as long as you can hear everyone, you know. I don't really need to hear.
Check.
I'm not one to talk over.
One more time.
Check. Mic check. Mic check.
Go ahead again, Randy.
What up? What up? What up?
Beautiful Clark, hang on. Check. 1, 2.
Yeah.
Hallelujah. Holy.
7 pounds, 3 ounces, baby Jesus.
Entertaining.
Do. F it. All right.
So you're sure you can hear us all?
Yeah.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
And did you get a look at? Was that at the right? Because like where I said it was perfection. Did you see it? Did you press it?
Don't
Yours
look
started?
directly into the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's recording, right?
Mine so mine is, but I didn't see. Is yours? Yours is such higher quality. It's such a pivotal importance.
We really need a freaking roadie or something.
But we don't have one yet.
Gold.
It looks good. All right.
Looks good.
Perfecto.
Real good. Ladies and gentlemen, do you indulge in kratom?
I don't think he does it. Or maybe he does. I don't know.
Is this
It really.
I like everyone getting fucked up though.
That's
what I like.
Acclimated to it. Let me get on here.
is it just like a shot?
Yeah, but it's pretty.
Does it say the
I mean, you could
milligrams?
probably deal. It's pretty intense. It'll give you an energetic rush. Like I usually take 2 if I really need a push. But 1 will be.
Are these the ones that make
somewhat
you
euphoric and stuff?
Does it make you go up or down?
Is it Mangda?
Up?
What is it? Red Vine or Mangda?
I take.
Is it
Let
still
me read it. I'll
Is
fucking tell
it
you. I
still
know.
relaxing though? Like, no, he's saying no.
Not necessarily. I'm just too used to getting a buzz from it. So.
Because I used to, I've fucked around with like the pills, but like if this is probably more intense than
Pills, I would have to do.
like 20 of those bitches.
Yeah. Because powder, now I do the powder, now I do like fucking 15 grams, and I put it in a water bottle and just shake it up.
Yeah. And then you have to chug the shit out, and it's nasty as fuck.
So
Tastes like shit.
So bad, dude.
Tastes like shit.
Where was my level? This is what's confusing. I just got all new cables. This sounds fucking ridiculous. All right, I'm 1. Can everybody
It's
hear
the
me?
Mitra Speciosa though, so it's
You can hear
Mangda.
yourself?
It's a downer one.
Knifefvght, you can
So
hear
if
yourself
he
good?
feels-
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, good. Sounds good?
I just clipped my nails, so I don't know if
we're feeling good.
somebody able to pop is open actually.
Yeah.
Here, dude, look. Boop.
Oh, you can just like.
Yes.
Okay. Here we
Yeah.
go. Yeah, there you go.
And then, hold it against your lip when you're done pouring, because there's still like a...
Are you guys gonna cheers it at least,
Oh, yeah.
or is it just all about getting it in?
Like brutal black.
Hey,
Really bad black liquor she takes.
L'chaim. I'm a big fan. And you got the little drink too. Little, you guys have, what is that? Whiskey? Was it a little whiskey? I don't know.
No, it's
I left my drink upstairs.
apparently it's kratom.
No, it's kratom, dude.
Oh, do you want some of this?
I'm not done with it.
Oh, okay.
I'll do like half.
Or I don't
of it.
know. I'm sorry.
Oh, I have it right next to me.
There you go. Perfecto.
We'll settle in here real quick, people.
Ugh.
We'll be good. Oh, my God. Yeah, isn't that brutal?
Yeah.
Sweet Jesus, dude.
It's pretty bad. But,
I don't
you
get
know,
why they can't figure that out now.
What? Just like getting a different
like
taste.
the taste and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean I feel like it's always been pretty potent. Like since I've only tried it a couple times, but yeah.
I feel like the worse something tastes like that, the better it's gonna be buzz wise.
And I think they know
Like,
that.
Right?
They put that in. Because when you say that, because just from the smell, it kind of reminds me of Jaeger.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's got that
So
Jaeger to
intense. Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed.
it. So,
I definitely can feel that for sure.
but I'm going to
Yeah.
introduce to my people at home,
All right.
my buddy, Knifefvght. What's up, man? Tell him. Say what's up. What's up?
What's going on? It's your boy Knifefvght.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
What's good? So, so you are, at least from what I know, right? Because I've known you for a few years now.
Yeah.
You are a musical artist, but your roots, from what I remember, was like from rock. Like I remember you were
Yeah.
always in different bands when we were growing up, but now the stuff that you're making is quite interesting. It reminds me very much more hip hop.
Yeah. So growing up, I was really big into, you know, like hardcore and I don't know, kind of post-hardcore pop punk. You know what I mean? Stuff
Like Suicide Silence, like that kind of Under Oath.
Yeah, more like
Seosin.
Seosin for sure.
Okay.
For sure. Seosin, Coheed and Cambria.
Oh,
Yeah, Deftones.
I don't even. What is?
Easily.
You know a lot. Tell me real quick. What would you classify Coheed and Cambria? Because that to me
It's
is
prog. It's prog rock.
Yeah.
And
Prog rock,
that sounds familiar.
And it's very experimental for sure. I mean the vocalist of Coheed, Claudio Sanchez, he has like a whole like storyline to his like music,
To
like
all
the
of it.
band. Yeah.
That's what's wild.
yeah.
It could be
that
like
was
a
one of the
graphic
things.
novel.
Yeah, that was one of the things that caught my attention about the band when I was around 13 or 14. Definitely just, and his voice. I remember watching Favor House Atlantic, the music video, in my dad's old house, like when I was like young as shit, and I was like at first because his voice is so like, it's so different. And it's, I was like, what the hell is this? And then a couple weeks later, I'm like jamming the song every day. But yeah, other influences, post-hardcore, like Glassjaw, pop punk, Basement, The Story So Far, Neck Deep, The Wonder Years, stuff like that. And, I've always kind of had like that type of influence in like harder stuff, like Norma Jean was a huge influence, on me, and Under Oath for sure was. They're Only Chasing Safety. That album was like a lifesaver in 8th grade, right when I was just starting to form my like identity, I guess. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know what you. Wait, all right. Well, real quick, got to do that for the camera and the sound connection. And then second off, yeah, man.
I forgot that was coming.
Yeah, I know. Specifically, what I remember is Seosin.
Yeah.
Is like that's what you turned me on to. Because when I was growing up, like I went to high school everywhere, but Howell was a big place. So I went to like Bloodfest. Do you remember how?
Oh yeah, Bloodfest.
The original Bloodfest was actually in Heartland. It was, I don't know what that
at
building
the
is.
HPAC, I think.
This man knows.
Yeah.
So that was the OG place where it was. And I remember from their cultural side of rock, it was really important to like Suicide Silence. It was really important to like the heaviest, I don't know,
Rest
break
in
your
peace, Mitch.
teeth out. Yeah, wild things.
Yeah.
Who else was there? So I saw them. There's Suicide Silence. There's Under Oath there. Devil Wears Prada was there.
Oh yeah, Devil Wears Prada, Chiodos, that whole.
All right, so that's where it
thing.
comes back to you. So Chiodos to me, I would put that in the Seosin land. And those were rock bands that I didn't even know about till I met you.
Yeah.
And you showed me whatever I'm not good. Whatever you
For
call
the
that
translating the name, like album in Seosin. You want to talk about how we met and
shit.
where?
Yeah. Say it. You say it. Yeah, I don't
We-
remember. I did so many drugs. I
Yeah.
don't.
Well, we were-
I might have known you since I can remember. It's
Yeah.
kinda
Right.
how, I don't even know.
Where
Wait,
did
we
you guys-
met. We met in
what grade?
we met in we met in like 10th grade, I think, or like 9th. But I showed him Seosin when we were in rehab.
Yeah.
When we were in rehab together, because
We were we went to the spot together, dude.
the spot.
Yeah.
It was fucking terrible. That place was so shitty. But you
Disagree.
and
Where was
Disagree.
it? Where
Really?
was it?
Disagree.
Really, dude?
Disagree.
I
Changed
don't
my
know.
whole life. Never smoked crack again, dude.
Well, you
Went
know,
there,
I
never
mean,
smoked
okay.
crack again.
I mean-
It's like 6 years since we were there, bro.
Yeah, well, I mean, I definitely relapsed a few times after that, but now, you know, like I'm good, like I'm
Yeah.
straight. But I mean, that place. The only reason why I say that it was terrible is because like there was fucking bed bugs all over the place, and like,
I left before that happened.
Dude.
okay,
And you're already creepy crawling, dude, when you're in there.
Nah,
Oh,
man,
yeah,
That's all
dude.
you need.
I was straight, bro.
Where
Yeah.
was it? What was this place? If you guys,
I
It
don't
was,
mind
it was
with it.
Cher McComb.
Cher McComb saved my
Okay.
life, baby. Shouts out.
Yeah, it's
when
a they- state-funded rehab.
So I
Yeah,
dropped
for
dirty
sure.
9 times when I was on probation. I begged every time for them to put me in jail, and she wouldn't do it. And then she's like, "You're gonna go to Cher McComb for 3 months, or you're gonna go to prison." And I was like,
Yeah,
I was like, "You bitch, dude." That's so mean. But it wasn't mean. It was wonderful. That was for at least for me, because I don't know you. So I don't. The bed bugs came after I left, right?
Yeah.
I remember it came with Mac. When Mac showed up, the bed bugs was like a anomaly.
Yeah.
So at least when I was there, bro, I took the classes really seriously. Like
yeah.
they give us classes we have to go to all day about cognitive therapy and how to like
that was actually very helpful.
yeah.
That,
So
that aspect, yeah.
Yeah.
and the brainwashing part helps too to me. You know how we had to go to the meetings
Yeah.
where it's like
Yeah,
like the Lord. Oh, what is it?
we had church.
NA,
there, too,
AA,
which was,
and
like-
church.
Yeah. But it was like NA church. Like it wasn't just normal church, you know.
We got donuts at the end.
Yeah.
Wasn't it all the same with the 12 steps and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we had to go to all of them, both doctrine. I mean, Alcoholics Anonymous, they do believe different stuff in compared to NA. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Wow.
And they made distinctions. We had to learn it. Like a cult.
Right.
Yeah.
Boy.
And I will say, like,
great.
obviously, you know, it was very helpful, but at the time I was, you know, it wasn't by my own, you know, choosing to go. I was like ordered, you know, by my probation officer, you know, when I was
Right.
Yeah, when I was a little younger, you know, like I was just staying in trouble and, you know, doing drugs and, you know, selling drugs and just like doing all that crazy shit. But after a while, you know, like after that, it kind of well, actually, after my friend, my best friend, rest in peace, Jake Osterhout, he passed a couple years ago, an OD, and then that's when I really got, you know, everything together, you know. So
Yeah, that's sad.
yeah, that's when I went, you know, clean from like all the opiates and all the shit that I was like fucking with. But yeah, that was some good times. That's when me and Randy really got like, you know, close. And then I started showing him a bunch of music, and we only had that little ass fucking, it was like a fucking shitty like old ass iPod, and it was the only source of entertainment that we fucking had in there. And we were all just like, people would be walking up to me, you know, like when we'd be walking the yard basically, like
You
smoking.
had the speaker. You had the
Yeah,
speaker.
I had the speaker and an iPod, and people would be like, "Oh, dude, can I borrow your iPod?" It was like fucking. It was like dudes that literally would have never heard of any of the shit that I listened to, but they were so fucking bored that they just wanted to like do anything. You know
See,
what
I
mean?
enjoyed the yard. I enjoyed all. They feed us fat.
Oh, dude, I
he
gained
was
so
like a
much
little
weight.
Skinny when he came in.
Yeah.
So when you left, I
was-
remember. Yeah, you were hitting the gym every day. So that's what I'm saying. How did you not like it? I had
was
a good
ripped,
time,
bro.
buddy.
Like
I
a
had a good
resort?
time.
Yeah.
Almost everyone died though after that in our class. Did you see that,
dude? Yeah.
Almost every person in me and his class is dead. Besides, I think 2.
Like
out
from
of, like,
using?
What about Lars?
Yeah.
Again?
Oh no, Lars is still alive.
He's alive,
So Lars
okay.
is alive, and Dino was never a drug addict. He was a drug dealer.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's great. His life is great.
What about Tyler? Have you heard from?
Tyler's not great. Tyler, I hear is but he didn't use heroin, so that's not
Yeah.
really like him dying isn't the worry. He's a meth. You know, he does
Yeah.
ice
Yeah.
cream
You
sandwich.
guys all like the same age, like these people that
Yeah.
passed?
Yeah.
all
There's
the dead people. Some were older too.
Yeah. There were some people that were like a lot older, but
Who was so one of your roommates died? That tall kid with the glasses. Do you remember
Kyle?
Kyle's dead.
what?
Oh, yup.
dude, holy shit!
Dead
I
in
didn't
the
even.
ground.
What happened to him?
Heroin or fentanyl overdose. Every single person I'm telling you right now that's dead, they're all from fentanyl.
Fentanyl?
Yeah, so the next
Dude.
one, Steve-O, remember Big Steve, the big dude?
Yeah.
The brute guy?
Yeah.
Dead zone, baby.
I didn't even know Kyle died. He was my my roommate.
Yeah,
the guy the tall kid who
Dead.
like really.
Yep. It was pretty sad, right?
Wasn't he not? I don't even think he was in there for dope though.
He was in there for heroin
Okay.
specifically. He said he got addicted when he was overseas.
Oh yeah. Okay. It's coming back to me.
'Cause he's a military man.
Yeah.
Actually.
Rest
All this
in
is pretty
peace, man.
sad.
It is.
actually.
Yeah.
Huge.
But I want to tell you that I took a sadistic viewpoint during it. Every time I saw one of them die, I was a little bit sad, but a little bit happy because it made my chances of staying clean statistically higher.
Well, yeah, because when it's right there in your face, you know what I mean. And obviously, we've had tons and tons of friends that have overdosed and died from heroin and various like drugs. But I do understand what you mean by seeing the fact that like this person that I knew and was not necessarily part of my life, but like that you came into contact with them, you got to know them, their names, their story, and then now they're just gone. It makes you want to it makes you want to like better yourself that much more, I guess. And
Certain ones for me, like
Yeah.
Kyle specifically, right? I didn't really like his attitude, but also I know that he came from active duty, right?
Yeah.
Over in Iraq. So I know that changes you. I
Yeah.
instantly respected him. So I guess when people like him die, that's where it's, to me, it's more of a story, and it's more of a sad story because he was dealing with whatever emotional from like the turmoil.
yeah,
And he did that for us.
PTSD.
He doesn't know me or you, and he did that for me and you.
Yeah.
At least in his mind, what he thought he went for. And for him to die because of a dosage issue, because that's really what fentanyl kills you, is a dosage issue.
Yeah.
To me, that stuff is the ones that I really care about, I guess.
Yeah. No, he was a good dude, man. I mean, like we
I didn't think
mealed
so.
up
I
together.
haven't said it. Just my personal opinion.
Well, I mean, I got to know him on a more personal note because he was my roommate.
Way more personal. You got to admit, he just acted like a puffy chest and like kind of mean and stuff. Like if you want to, if I was like, hey, you want to trade? It's snack day. We all got our snacks. Like he's the kind of guy who's like, I don't want to fucking trade. That type of shit to me. I understand. That's why I say I even respect it because I get it. You're a military man, but I don't like that.
Of course, dude.
Stuff.
I mean, yeah, it takes.
I hear you.
Hey, it takes all kinds, dude.
It does.
Addiction does not discriminate.
Rest in peace, true for sure.
I mean, yeah, and shouts out to everybody who got better. You know what I mean, and all the people and all everybody that I know in my personal life and not in my life who are struggling with addiction. Past tense and previously, not previous, past tense and like as of right now, still struggling with addiction. Like it does get better. You just have to really want it, man. You know what I mean? That's all it is. Like there's a million excuses for everything, and you can say, oh yeah, like I do heroin or I do this because like I lost this person or like I lost my job or anything, but the real you'll figure out that the real strength comes like when you actually take that step to like say like no, like I'm gonna do this for myself and I'm gonna try to like turn shit around like for myself, and then it starts to get easier once you come to that understanding with yourself, your own personal self. That's that's my experience. Yeah.
I wanted to, and I don't know if you even wanted to talk about it, but I find it interesting, the concept of like generational trauma. And I know that you shared with me that your grandfather was an addict. I think so. If we could talk about,
for sure.
What's up with that?
So, okay, it's a bit of a crazy story. So basically, like, I never knew my real grandpa, like I had my step grandpa growing up my whole life, but love you. Oh shit, my bad. Love my papa. He's awesome. He was a great man, but my dad's real dad was actually a heroin addict, and I never knew him, and I just thought it was interesting because it's like, in terms of like genetics, you know what I mean? Like they say that it's a possibility that like those things are like genetically transferred to like individuals, like because, and it's just weird because like my grandma, love my grandma too, but she was addicted to painkillers.
Biological grandmother?
Biological grandmother. And my biological grandfather were both addicted to opiates. I didn't even know my grandpa, he was addicted to heroin. And then it was almost like it was almost like it found me. You know what I mean? Like, obviously this was like years ago, but it found me. And my real grandpa actually, he committed suicide. He blew his head off like with a shotgun.
Yeah.
So, my grandma didn't want my dad, my real dad, like my dad, to know his dad because she was afraid of like what was gonna occur, if he ever got to know him. So she kept him away. My dad thought that my grandpa, like my step grandpa, was his real dad until he was like 16, and then he found a picture of like someone in like their attic that looked exactly like him, and then my grandma couldn't like hide it anymore. Basically, is what happened. And now, as of today, like I contacted my dad's brother from my real grandpa, and my dad hadn't spoken to them in like 20 years. I guess he tried to get to know him when he was younger, and there was just some like hostility and some weird feelings because like he was the son from like a different woman, and the rest of his brothers and sisters were all from like
They're halves.
yeah. So I didn't
All I have is halves, by the way. Some families grow up like, and I don't see them like that.
Me too. I have one half sister, but I love the shit out of her.
Yeah.
I love her to death. She's amazing. But I consider her my full blood sister. Like that's what it means.
That's what I'm saying. Like all of mine are halves. I grew up with them since I can remember.
Yeah.
So to me, and they are the same blood of you.
Yeah,
It's either your
exactly.
father or your mother's, body they came from. But what I wanted to do is flip the script because so the reason I brought that up is because like they're doing like analytical data studies at Cambridge about generational trauma. And I find the concept so interesting because our DNA, they say it's like the best storage facility you've ever seen.
Yeah.
And they say that like these traumatic experiences from your ancestors, from your literal ancestors, it embarks different behaviors, a part of, your environment for you to act certain ways.
Yeah.
And that's why I found it's anecdotal, but your story is so interesting to me that your grandfather suffered with what you suffered with and you never knew the man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But also on the flip side, tell us about your daddy, because your fucking daddy's a bad dude.
Yeah.
I like your dad. And I find that a good part of the story.
my dad, he's an awesome dude. Had me young as shit, with my mom and like.
How old was he? Do you remember?
I think he was 19.
Oh, okay.
19, so pretty young,
Yeah.
And he spent his whole life basically, taking care of my family, being the man, really the only man until besides when I became of age to step up, for my family and help, try to take care of things. But a lot of people rely on him. He's a tough ass dude. He started his own entertainment company, Cloud9 Special Events. It's
Shout outs to Cloud9, baby. Shout outs to Cloud9 out there, baby.
Yeah,
Woo, woo.
yeah. Shout out to Cloud9. I am a events coordinator and a DJ for the company and a production manager. So I'm kind of like that's like what I do. Like aside from like making music, one of the jobs that I have is working for my dad's company. But yeah, he built it from the ground up. He's been doing his thing since he was young, and he's been dancing his whole life. He grew up, breakdancing like on sheets of
Nice.
of cardboard.
So where do you grow up? Where?
Detroit, and Taylor for a little bit, and then and Redford too. So
It's just interesting. So to me, his father is interesting because like most of his friends are black guys, right? Like almost all his friends are black guys. But your father to me acts almost as if like a Goodfellas guy. It doesn't seem as if he adopted their way of talking or being. He seems as if he is like himself, of a Caucasian race individual who's so comfortable around all the those people from the city.
Are you're Italian or?
I don't even know. I'm just saying that's what
I am.
right.
he
No.
acts.
Yeah, I'm Polish. We have a little bit of Arabic, Israeli, Native American, and then a little bit of African American too. So
Okay.
I'm like a mutt you know,
Right,
per se,
right,
but like
yeah.
primarily it's like native and like Polish.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, my dad is just he's a good dude. I mean, he's my dad. Like, you know, we
You want to say your dad's name?
yeah, his name
Jonathan?
is James. Well, he goes by Jamez. That's his
Okay.
his I guess his stage name. I guess
Yeah.
we go by.
He's a
his-
DJ in my mind. Is he
Yeah.
not a DJ? I don't know.
No, he's a DJ. He's a DJ for, you know,
like that's what he does to make money in my head.
Yeah.
That's what I've seen him do.
well,
DJ.
dude, yeah,
It's
DJ.
fucking wild, honestly.
Yeah.
He's
Do you guys
so old,
collaborate
but-
on stuff? Do you guys do stuff together?
I guess you could say that. Yeah, I mean, he's really big into, you know, a lot of the inspirations that he's had has like influenced me. You know, the old like Motown stuff, like Michael Jackson, Prince. Like we're
yeah.
both huge fans of Prince. We were talking about that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Earlier. You know, my dad's one of those dudes that can like hear and you know, he could hear anything and appreciate it, I guess.
Right.
You know,
That's
and,
why I'm pretty eclectic when it comes to music.
Yeah.
All over the map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick to the facts though. Where
I mean,
I
you see my
saw him.
cello and guitars and keyboard and all kinds of crap
Yeah.
over there.
For sure, dude.
Yeah. And you made the Baby One Minus song,
That's right.
100%.
That's right.
But I just want to. I'm gonna stick to the facts for where I saw his father doing work. Was we were at it was in Royal Oak with those axe throwing. Do you know the name of that place?
Oh,
The tomahawk throwing, and then they had all those beer games.
They have one out here now, too.
yeah,
Do
it's
you know what
like,
it's called?
I don't know if it's a universal name for the thing, but
yeah, I did an event.
Yeah.
I did a show there
That's
not
what
too
I
long
saw.
ago,
Yeah.
but
His dad,
What,
yeah,
throwing
so
axes? He was throwing axes?
No. He was the musical entertainment. So there's like women dancing. There's people dancing, and
okay.
at first it was him. He's doing the first like part of the DJ part.
yeah, I was DJing.
And then, like, when it got around, like, 8 o'clock, he was walking with me now. And then your dad was doing the DJ part. But that's what I'm saying. Like, your father's, he looks like an old man to me. But when he's up there, I'm just being honest. That's what's wild about it.
really,
To
a lot
me,
of people always say that he looks like way younger. Than
Well, what?
but I
He's
don't even know
probably-
how old he is. But
He's probably like 4.
But the whole thing is the way he moves on the turntables, the way he sets up the song, and then we'll go break dance. And he was dancing with that.
It's like an
that
OG,
Hispanic
dude.
one. Who was that? I don't remember that woman.
I have no idea.
He was. It was so
I don't know,
fluid though, and that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Your dad, like you said, he took care of your whole family, but he didn't do it at a mill. He
Yeah.
didn't do it
Yeah.
at GM, bro. He
Dude, that's...
went after his
Yeah.
dreams
Yeah.
Right.
and made money for his family doing
awesome.
it, and that's why he's a special person.
Right.
No, and that's kind of why I followed in his footsteps
Yep.
in that way. Not the exact same way,
Yep.
you know, but like I was like, shit, I'm about to shake it until I make it, bro, for real.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? About to make something pop, for real. And it's starting to come around, you know, shit, I'm sitting here right now, you know, with
Oh,
you
yeah,
guys
dude.
doing it,
Yep.
so, you know, we're...
Having fun doing it on the way through, and don't look back.
Yeah, for sure.
love it.
Especially, and I mean, I do multiple artists, you know, like that. My artist exposure on YouTube, it's a bunch of people that I've never seen your face, you know. And the last one I did got like 2,000 views. It's all good, in my opinion. That's the best part. Is like we want the people who like us to share us.
Yeah.
and it increases us as groups and as individuals that know each other.
Yeah, dude.
That's the biggest thing to me.
It's all love, you know, for real. You know, like I appreciate the fact that you guys have me on. You know what I mean? Like, and I'll obviously like share this around and obviously bring exposure to it as well because you know we come from such a small area. You know what I mean? Like Commerce, Milford,
Right.
Waterford. Like, if you ask somebody, you know, like an hour away from here, if they ever heard of where the fuck, you know, this back, like hillbilly ass backwater towns that we're from, they're like,
Ortonville.
what? Ortonville, you know what I mean? Like Howell, you know, they're like, where the fuck are you from? And I've actually been like out to parties and like events and like played shows. People were like, you know, because I didn't grow up all through like in Wixom like until I was like a teenager. I'm originally from like Detroit, you know, and Redford. But when I'm, you know, people have gone out and been like, oh, they're like, where are you from? And I'm like, Wixom, and people are like, where the fuck is that, dude? You know what I mean?
You're supposed to say
Like,
Metro Detroit.
yeah,
that's what they
I mean,
say.
that's what I say when they don't, you know, when
Yeah.
they don't know. I'm like Metro Detroit. Yeah.
I mean, were you born in Detroit?
I was born in Livonia.
Okay.
Livonia,
Yeah.
but like I grew up kind of between three different, like I guess like three different how am I gonna put this? Like my mom, my dad, and my grandma. So it was like a triangle of like getting bounced back and forth between. I had a pretty fucking weird childhood for sure. Not only because of that, but like also like just a lot of crazy shit going down.
What kind of crazy shit?
Get right to it.
Well, I mean, shit. Like, what do you want to know? I mean, like, I guess I could, if we can get deep here. You know, I guess that's what point is. Well, my mom was pretty fucking wild. Like growing up, I guess we'll just say I'm not gonna speak like too ill of like I'm not trying to like put her on blast or nothing like that. But there was a lot of like physical like abuse growing up, like to a pretty extreme degree, and I witnessed a lot of like drug abuse, like I guess from a young age, like not really understanding what it was that was going on and stuff, and yeah, like just getting the shit fucking beat out of me with random objects and fucking getting punched and shit. And like my family didn't really know, like, my dad and my grandma like didn't know what was going on. My mom used to always, I remember this, like, she used to like tell me that like our business was like our business and like the rest of my family didn't need to know. She'd like dress me up in like sweaters and shit to cover like the bruises, and that went on for like years and years. She left me with a babysitter that fucking molested me on like multiple occasions,
Jesus Christ.
That's horrible.
Did you have therapy through any of this or after or now?
Not particularly for this,
Right.
I mean, I've seen like therapists and, but I didn't really realize to what extent it affected me until I started to get older, and then like the testosterone started to kick in, and then the rage kicked in. You know what I mean? Like I was a very angry like preteen and early teenager. You know what I mean? I was just doing shit just to like, I think it was like a cry for like help, really. You know what I mean? Like I was just doing shit just to see what I could get away with and how I'd hurt myself in one way or another just because I needed the escape, like. Yeah,
you were like controlled for so long, probably, and needed those outlets.
And I was I was also very confused because it was like I get ripped back and forth between like my mom and my dad and my grandma, and like over at grandma's house, like I can have friends and I can go outside, but over at mom's house, like I'm not allowed to do anything. I can't go anywhere. You know what I mean? Like if I do the wrong thing, I say the wrong thing, I get hit with a fucking iron or a fucking, you know what I mean? Jesus. Like or punched or whatever, and it was pretty fucked up. And like obviously like that's gonna damage somebody to a degree. Like doesn't matter who you are or where you come from. So I think that probably has a little bit to do with why I started like using and abusing drugs for sure, like, and why I got into a lot of shit. Like I used to, skipping school all the time, fucking, just was out here, bro. You know what I mean? At the age of like fucking 14 or 15, like, and I was skateboarding. Like I used to skate like a shit ton. So I'd skip school to go like skateboarding, and I got into a lot of fights like in high school. I got, the behavior just kind of like progressed in high school. I got fucking expelled from Walled Lake Northern for a year because I was like shit-faced drunk in class, and I had like a half gallon of 5 o'clock in my backpack.
Ooh,
yeah,
boy.
Yeah, dude, 5 nasty, bro.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I was going to school with my my friend who I was telling you about who passed away. Like it was actually I was drinking it with him on the bus like earlier that morning. Like we did everything together. Jake, I love Jake because he was just like he was so damaged, but he was like such a gentle, like funny, like amazing person at the same time, but he was like sadistic and like kind of cruel to himself and his own sense of humor. But everybody loved him, dude. Like
self-deprivation is funny.
Yeah, it is, dude.
I
Shit.
mean, let's not deny that, you know what I mean? But if he took it to a level obviously where he actually harmed himself in real life, That's the issue, right?
Yeah.
And with great comedians too, like Jim Belushi, most of them. You know what I'm saying? Richard Pryor, they die because of their pain.
Yeah.
But that's another thing I was gonna bring up. Wouldn't you say that pain is what creates the best art? And you as an artist,
Absolutely,
talk
dude.
about that. Talk about your pain, like connected to the artwork you create.
Shit, dude. Well, I mean, my last album, Angst and Bloodlust, it's like more of like a dark wave, like kind of like metal trap album, and it's out on, mainly like every streaming platform, like Spotify, iTunes. But yeah, man, a lot of songs on that fucking album are about experiencing pain, and discomfort and like uncertainty, you know what I mean, in your life and hopelessness, you know what I mean, and those emotions that come with like just drowning, you know what I mean, in your own world. The song Anxiety that I just my buddy Edwin McLeod, shout out to Edwin. Over the summer we shot the music video for Anxiety, but that song is just literally about your own fucking irrational and rational fears, you know what I mean. It has a monologue. Like I can't wait to actually put it out.
Say the song one more time, so when I put it across the screen, I'll know it.
Oh, Anxiety.
Where did you shoot that video?
We shot that video at one of the locations was at Camp Dearborn. It was just for like the scenery.
So were you in the scrubs in that video?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I saw that.
Okay. You saw the clip of that. Yeah, yep, for sure.
All right. So time out, because I have a question. Yeah. That song that you played before he came here,
Choke.
So
I love that.
I
song,
want to play for the people at home.
Great.
I want to play for the people at home, and I want to play for us. If you don't mind, Choke.
Well, talk amongst yourselves.
Okay, for sure. Well, I definitely. All right. I know that. I thought that he'd be able to play it.
I was gonna do that, but I spent too much time on everything else.
Okay.
But I will.
Yeah, for sure, man.
I enjoyed that. So to me, because to me that song embodies. I don't know. I'm not gonna say it's the spirit of, but you remember. You sent me like a California band right when we got out of like rehab. That's like not like the music that you make. You know what I'm saying? But do you remember what is something? What was
it?
The
Waves or
longer name? It was like the pop like rock that we used to listen to. It was great. It reminded me of All Time Low. Oh yeah.
The Story So Far.
All right. So back to what I was saying.
Okay.
Story So Far, bro.
Yeah.
The hip hop music that you are creating. It gives me that vibe. It's interesting. It sounds dark, but all I picture is, kids on a beach, hundreds, thousands on a beach, having a great time, sun. Like, at least this new specific song, this new album, like when you played all of those songs.
Yeah, the album's called Rare Form.
Rare Form.
Yeah.
Are you trying to stick with that sound of Choke? Did you say you're trying to? Are you changing, or is it just evolving to that?
I love it.
I think. I mean, there's a duality in my music, and I think I'm gonna keep making both sounds. You know what I mean? As an artist, I feel that like there's definitely like nobody ever stops like growing, and there's this album has progressed into something that I didn't even know that it was gonna progress into, but like I still fuck with like. Underground heavy. I think I am an underground artist, and I like the way that it sounds. Sometimes I'm angry and I want to just like get buck. You know what I mean? Like knuck if you're buck for real. And sometimes you want to like put out like pretty music or like music that is about heartbreak or about loss or about like losing control of every aspect of your life. And I have a lot of different thoughts on a lot of different things. So I guess whatever is crossing my mind at that time period is the type of music that I'm gonna put out and what it's gonna present itself as.
Yeah, so like in a synopsis short, what you're trying to say is the music that you create, let's say you create some bangers, they're phenomenal and people love it, that's not gonna dictate what type of artistic thing you're gonna put into this world.
Exactly.
Because the art has to come from your heart, and if people love it, great. If they didn't love this one, it's about you loving it. I get that. I get it.
Right.
I agree. Yeah. I totally agree. I think that's why that's what separates a great artist from like an industry person.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, man. I mean, if I didn't love doing this anymore, then I wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? It really saved my like music, and doing this shit like really saved me from like a dark time. Not even too long ago. There was a time not too long ago that I, spiraled again, and I wasn't sure where it was going. And then the people that I've met and the friends I have now have, and the things that we do together have kind of like saved, have reignited my fire, I guess you could say, and saved me, and likewise for my friends. We all stay together, we all live together, we all make music together. Like, we're all artists that live in that house. Speaking of which, there's gonna be an album release party on March
Oh, snap.
of 19th, so you guys are both invited. It's
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, I'll
for
take you up
sure.
on that. We got that on video.
Brett the Hitman
We're
Henson.
coming. I'm
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah, dude. It's gonna be at we have a big basement, but yeah, it's for
Dude,
the
that's badass.
He's thrown bangers. I've been to house parties that you've done that had when we did the one at Small's house.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was just there's at least 120 people. And
Yeah,
I've said it
dude.
many times. Like, everyone in our friend group, they don't suck, but they don't know how to perform on stage like you know how to perform on stage. And I think
Thanks,
that's
man. Yeah, thank you.
Dude,
because you were in
listen-
that band.
listen,
tied
what-
to the rock, and the
what-
rock is wild.
What you were just saying while I was upstairs, though, like with the music, it being creative is so therapeutic. Like, for me, no matter what we're doing, playing music, doing this,
Yeah.
just talking or playing music, it's an outlet. It is so therapeutic, dude. Like you said, it helped you through all
Absolutely.
that. Oh my god, I love
It did, man, and it's helped my friends through all that, and we kind of have
Yep.
all found comfort within each other. You know what I mean? And I don't really need anything else right now. And then when I do need something else, that'll be the next phase. You know what I mean? And then I'll take it from there. But right now, I'm doing well. I'm doing good. I mean, in comparison to like not too long ago, like I'm doing, like I'm doing so much better. I'm trying to look for words to like describe it right now, but I'm like getting a little tipsy over here. So yeah,
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
yeah.
Feeling loose.
Do
Loose as a
you
goose.
feel the MIT 45 at all?
Yeah,
Do you feel that? The
Yeah,
MIT?
I feel it now, Mr. Krabs.
Let me figure this out.
Love it.
Yeah.
Talk amongst yourselves, boys.
Yeah. So actually, let me.
Oh, wait.
I got
What-
one. I got one.
Okay, fine. Go ahead, because I got a lot of shit, dude.
Tell me about the beat maker, because I met that guy, the individual that at least produced the beats for your new album, and I as long as you want to talk
Yeah,
about,
yeah.
he
And
seems
are
cool as hell.
and is he the same guy you use for all your tracks? Does it you mix it up?
So basically, yeah, his name is Nas. His artist name is Wolf with an X, so WXLF. He's a fucking phenomenal producer. He produces most of not only my beats, but like everybody like on our team, like everybody that we chill with and like make music with. He also is in a band called Funeral Wake. Go check them out if you guys have never heard of them. They're like a super fucking heavy ass band. I don't even know like what genre, like classification, like he would want to put them in, because like I don't want to say anything wrong on a technicality, but like they're sick. And yeah, he also raps and like makes music with us, and he's one of my very best friends, and we have a couple songs on this new album, has Nas featuring on it, and we have a music video that's going to be coming out soon to a song called Indrid Cold, and we shot it like 2 days ago with my buddy Edwin.
Nice.
So yeah, it's going to be it's like an R&B style. It's like a mix between like pop punk and like R&B, which is very strange, but like it sounds sick.
What's his name? Kind of made music like that. I'm trying to think. He's dead now. He's wonderful. Do you remember the one that was shot like in the face while he was driving? He had all the money.
X.
Yeah, XXXTentacion.
Rest
He
in
was.
peace,
I
yeah.
would say that he was a beautiful artistry with the like putting that R&B in there.
Yeah.
He was good at that. I loved
Yeah,
it. I
dude.
loved
Oh,
it.
man, yeah.
It really blew me away because I thought he was just gonna. When I saw him, I thought Lil Peep, right, or Lil Pump.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Lil Pump.
Wait,
Yeah.
who are you talking about?
His name was XXXTentacion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was. I don't know. He's this little singer, rapper, black kid. He was great.
Yeah.
Like, if you looked him and judge him by a cover book, you might think he's just like one of the SoundCloud rappers, I'm saying, but his music was so freaking deep.
Yeah, dude. No, yeah, he definitely made a pretty huge impact on like, you know, the mesh and cross between like hip hop and like rock or you know, and like heavier like music today. Like he is definitely, I would consider him, you know, like one of the pioneers of like this genre blend, you know, for sure. Next to, you know, Peep obviously and
Loved him.
you
I loved
know,
him.
Like a lot of people, you know, were doing it. It was becoming a little bit more like well known, but they are the artists that like it first like really stuck.
Ooh,
you
what
know?
do I
And
hear?
they're all gone.
What do I hear?
A lot of them, yeah. Oh, it's this choke, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Any influences, musical influences? Did you mention that?
On this song in particular, or oh yeah, we talked about music influences.
Okay.
Or,
Yeah.
But I mean, like for this, like I don't know. I've always known how to sing.
Yeah,
I've always had more of like I guess like a pop punk style voice.
for sure.
Yeah.
can we
Yeah.
play it one time with us not talking so they can hear it? I love this
Yeah.
song.
We
just
can.
one time?
Yeah.
Do you want me to go
Uno?
back? Or do you want
Yeah,
me to
uno,
go?
just uno mas, maybe loud. I don't know what sounds great.
No, let me.
You know what sounds good. I don't want it too loud. But I
See,
want
if
them
I
to
start thinking, so let me just do it quick.
do it, my man.
Right?
Do it up.
And then I'm gonna.
Because to me, this is just one of it's one of the most marketable songs I've heard you make so far.
Hell yeah, dude.
I could hear hundreds of thousands of white kids on a beach listening to this,
right?
and mixed kids too. You know, half black girls too. Shout out Lil Pete.
So,
All on a beach, bro.
so you
Yeah,
say
dude.
these songs are all available, right, for everyone?
Actually, this album I'm releasing it a song at a time.
Song by song.
Yeah, so this is the first song off the new album.
I'm excited.
Yeah, because you know, instead of like just drop like when you drop, unfortunately, like when you drop like a cluster of songs all together, it does not get as much like attention as you do like to release it like individually. You know.
I think that's where the market is personally going. I mean, you can see from just the NFT concept, people like specialty things. So if you make one song with certain graphics or a certain video, they love it. They want the whole package,
Yeah.
and they want to feel special.
Yeah.
All right, boys, you ready?
I want to hear
Absolutely.
it so bad.
Let's see what we got.
Tell them the name, by the way. People
This-
at home.
This song is called Choke, and you pronounce my name Knifefvght, but it's spelled Knifevght.
Talking about baby.
Volume.
Oh, come on, you little hooker. You want to keep going or you want me to edit that?
Keep going. Turn it up. Can they hear it?
I'm gonna.
So yeah, basically like
Brett the Hitman Henson, I'm gonna just trust that they'll hear that through there. I can't tell. Like our
I can hear it all right.
You can? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What we're hearing is
Perfect.
next time I'll have it hardlined.
Yeah.
Right from the laptop so we can pull up stuff.
Yeah. So I don't know how you could
So good,
market
dude.
that to Cali, but I'm
Good, dude, right? For sure.
bro.
Yeah, I mean like
That's a California
The
vibe.
right people have to get a hold of that.
yeah,
That's
basically.
a palm tree. That's
all it is really, is like knowing people and like the right people. And like we talked about like a couple days ago, you know, I never really like, you know, dick rode anybody, you know, and I mean you can vouch for me, you know,
Yeah,
like
he doesn't.
I don't like, you know, but there's a difference between like dick riding somebody and like making the proper connections that you need to like be able to have your music like get
You never
bigger.
leverage though. That's what you're trying to say. Like your beat maker.
Man.
Do you want to shout anybody out? Do you
I'm
want
not
to plug
Pippin.
anything? We are about to wrap this episode up.
For sure. I guess for everybody who isn't going to be seeing this on Instagram, my Instagram is _Knifefvght. That's KNIFEFVGHT. You can also find me on Spotify, iTunes, pretty much any streaming platform under the same name. Shout out Nas, shout out Lovey, shout out Darius and Zell, Go Getter Zell and Superstar Darius. Shout out Never Sleep, my dog. Shout out Randy for having me on. You guys for having me on. All my friends, you know what I mean? Keep it real. I love you guys. Thanks for supporting me, all my fans so far. Next time, you know, I come into this interview, you know, we do another one, we'll have a little bit more fun. I didn't know what to expect, so but yeah, I'm having a good time being here, and you know, keep a lookout. The album release party is going to be on March 19th on a Saturday. Come turn up. We're probably going to get a keg. We're going to have a couple artists playing. Shout out Lil, love you. You know who you are, so yeah. That's about it. Wrapping it up, boys.
And that's the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Boom.
Gang.
Good job.
Yeah. For sure, dude.